enough. It's been a long time. Looking forward to this. Game week from this point on is all gas, no brakes, and really excited about watching our guys go out and perform Monday night. I know our guys work really hard, and I know they're tired of hitting each other, and we got a really good opponent coming in, Doak Campbell, and we got to be on our A game. It's a football team that knows how to win, and they're very well coached. And again, in the last 2 years, they've been in the championship game once. So we got our hands full on Monday night, but we look forward to a challenge.
All right, we'll go to questions. Remember, we've got
Your view of him so far, do you think are DeAndre's strengths as a quarterback?
I think he has a lot of strength, to be honest with you. He can throw the football, throw the ball really well, and he can run, and so I think when he came out, he was one of the top dual threats quarterback, and he can do both of them really well. But I love his command back there and just how calm he is back there at the quarterback position, and a lot of that comes with experience and being comfortable. But he throws a really good football, and he can run. He can get you some first downs with his feet.
We'll go to Wayne. Front row.
Since being named the starter, how has Francois handled it, and just how has the team rallied around him?
He's handled it well. He's been around. He blew my phone up about want to watch some film or how we're going to attack Virginia Tech. See him around his teammates all the time, flying around. I mean, this training camp is the most excitement I've seen from him, and just being with his teammates and laughing and joking, and that's great to see out there as well.
Go to Gene.
Hey, Coach. Virginia Tech, known very well, Bud Foster, been around a long time, very well respected. What does he do that makes him so successful in defense? What kind of challenges will he present to you with his schemes?
Well, I go back to they're fundamentally and technically sound, and I think that's a huge part of playing really good defense. And they're rarely out of position. Those guys are always in position to make plays, and I think he has a good understanding of how he wants to call a game, and they move their defensive line at times. They'll stem them before the snap, and then they'll move them after the snap, which can cause you problems up front if you're not prepared for it. So I think all those things on top of him just understanding the game and how he wants to call his game, and I go back and keep it simple for those guys to play.
Coach, on Monday, you'll become just the third coach in 42 years to make his FSU debut. What does that mean to you, and what does that kind of say about the consistency this program has had?
Means a lot to be able to lead this program and to be able to try to stand on the shoulders of those guys that came before me and did a great job here. It says a lot about this program. It says those guys before me won a lot, so got to go out and win a lot of ball games if I want to be a part of those too.
Hey, Coach, when you first started, you kind of said it's getting into that routine, even finding where the coaches' offices were when you first came in. Does it kind of go hand in hand with game day too for your first game, knowing where to be when? Is there any stress that comes along with that?
Well, I think just being the first game, there's a lot of stress because there's a lot of unknowns. And it's the first time that we all go into battle together, so there's a lot of unknowns. So you're always stressed and worried and making sure that you're prepared, and you don't know necessarily everything to expect from your opponent. So you got to be ready to adjust ASAP. But for the most part, it's just like any other season, though. Once you get going, then it's all go.
All right, we'll go to Joe in the front row.
Coach, you've said since you got in the job that it's been a dream job and goal of yours. You think the nerves or eagerness will hit at any time this week or Monday, and then once you run out in that field, it's just another game?
Yeah, they've been hitting me a lot in a lot of different places. But you're right. I mean, I think once you run out of the tunnel and you get to the sideline, then it's locked in and to the game plan and going out and try to execute and help our team do the very best to try to win that ball game. But I know leading up to it, it's going to be a lot of excitement throughout the week. It's been that way, and there'll be a lot of nervousness. That's all part of it. Good nervousness, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll go back to Wayne.
Coach, on the depth chart, there's a whole lot of oars, specifically with the wide receiver position. Is that just because you're happy with all of the guys and you think all the guys can contribute, or just what's the reasoning for that?
They all can contribute, and they all will contribute. How? A lot of different ways for us. So that's why they're on there. We figure they all will play for us.
Coach, you obviously grew up a big fan of the program, big fan of the Bobby Bowden era. What's it going to be like to see him on the field on Monday night?
I know for me, it'd be like the spring game to watch him walk out there and get goosebumps when he come out. I get him every time I see Coach Bowden. But I'd be very happy for him to be back on that field. To start the season off for us as an honorary captain, it's going to be great, and to have Peter Ward back here, some of his former players back and around, I think it'd be a great day for him, and we're going to make sure that we go out and perform well for him so he can be happy with the Noles.
You gotta go to Corey over on your left.
And do you expect to play multiple running backs? Maybe up to, you have a lot of, Anthony Grant's obviously a really good player. You have 5 of them. Do you expect to play? Could you play all 5? Is it going to be 2 or 3? How do you envision it going?
We're going to play him. How are we going to play him? I think you're going to see that Monday night.
Josh Jackson, his versatility for Virginia Tech. What's the biggest challenge trying to slow him down?
Well, you've got to be able to tackle him. He's a big kid and a big athlete at the quarterback position, and they do a good job of using him in the run game, and so we got to make sure we do a good job of game tackling and getting on him, and he throws the ball well for him, and I know Coach Justin done a great job with quarterbacks in the past and find ways to put them in the best position to make plays, and you can see him from last year. He was getting better. He's a young kid playing in there last year, and you can expect for him to be a lot better going in year two for him.
All right, we'll go to
The way they were at Memphis?
They are. He's been head coach at Memphis and now Virginia Tech, and he's done a great job at both. He turned the Memphis job around, turned that program around, and they've been winning ever since. And then to be able to go to Virginia Tech in the first year to play in the ACC championship game, it says a lot about who he is as a coach and what he stands for. And he's a winner. And when you watch his team play, they're very well coached, and they play hard and they play tough. And you got to come ready to play.
All right, we'll stay on the right side.